Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my free to play By the Way series, and this is episode number 3. I'm actually having so much fun in free to play, and I never thought I would have this much fun in free to play. It's changed so much since I was last free to play, and it's actually very enjoyable. So let's get right into the video. Time to level up some woodcutting. To start this episode off, we are level 30. At level 31, we can upgrade to an adamant hatchet, which we have ready to use. And we'll see how many levels we can get in woodcutting and fire making. 41 woodcutting, that means we can use a rune hatchet. Feels good, man. We might as well upgrade to one of those to get even more experience now. Rune hatchet obtained. It costs us 7.2k, which isn't bad. Now we can go train woodcutting more efficiently. Probably get it to like 50 or something. There is 50 woodcutting coming in. Now we've got 50 woodcutting, we have quite a few willow logs to burn. 1,294 willow logs. Hey, there's a brazier in the GEM World free, which is good, so I can get some extra XP from my logs and have a 10% chance to save the logs too. Let's get some fire making gains. Managed to get 54 fire making, nearly 55 with our willow logs. So now we're 50 woodcutting, 54 fire making, and a lot of our skills are over 50. I'm going to go train some prayer as it's slacking a little bit. And we can do Restless Ghosts for some easy XP. Then we can do the Nexus in Lumbridge. Restless Ghost is completed. We got 125 prayer XP lamp and 5 ancient bones. There is level 17 prayer to start off with, not bad. The Nexus isn't too bad, you just need to be with 3 other people and you can do the different colours. So each one of these circle bowl things have a colour that it lets out when you fill it up. So as long as you're all filling different bowls, you'll be able to fill it up into the middle. Once it's gone brown, it means it gets reset. Then you got to do a different colour, so you just literally rotate clockwise or whatever. Do this 3 or 4 times and you'll get a giant monster spawning in the middle. You can click him, get some bones, and they give you insane prayer XP. The only thing is, if you can't find people to do it with or whatever, it can be very annoying to do solo, and you don't get all of that extra XP from the thing in the middle spawning because you can't spawn it on your own. This just leads for it to be okay XP and rather slow. Remember to use any oddments you get from your daily keys and stuff on pole scores for maximum experience. I did make a video on this, and pole scores are the best all the way, so make sure you wear those whenever you're gaining XP and anything so you can get more XP. 28 prayer, it's getting a bit slow now because others have left and there's no like event happening and we're not making the middle spawn the thing that gives you the bones, so the XP's a bit slow now. 28 prayer though, and we're gonna go and do Vampire Slayer. Vampire Slayer gives you an XP lamp you can put in any skill. That is a combat skill, so I'm gonna put it into attack. That will give us a nice boost to attack so we can buy a decent weapon, then we can train up our melee skills at trolls. So let's go do Vampire Slayer. Right, let's see how hard this boss fight is. Probably gonna be pretty easy. Well, I hope so. Yeah, there we go. Nice and easy. Already half done. Alright. There we go. Now we stake him. He turns to stone. We go back to Morgan, trade in the quest, and we get some free combat XP. And there is Vampire Slayer done. 4,825 combat XP. We're going to chuck that into attack like I said, and that should give us a fair few levels. There we go. Level 20 attack off the bat. We can now wear steel weaponry, which means we can go to the trolls with our steel weapons and get strength up so much easier. From the shop, we can buy a steel sword and an offhand steel sword. I don't think black will be important, but myth will be, so we'll buy a myth long and offhand myth long as well. So now we got steel for level 20 and myth for level 30. We can use a Ring of Luck. It's going to cost us a little bit of money, but it gives us some extra stats and I guess some extra luck for the low level monsters. So I'll just get an Amulet of Power for a nice all-round amulet. So now we've got the Ring of Luck and the Amulet of Power to wear alongside our default stuff with every single style. I'm just going to kill the trolls for a little while, see how much experience I can get. I'm going to put it in both attack and strength and level them both up. Probably gonna look to get about 30 attack and 30 strength when we leave here. Then we can go focus on maybe defense or do something else. will give us a decent amount of HP levels as well. Like we just got 26 there. Should hopefully get a decent amount of XP in that. Maybe even 30 HP by the end of this. 30 attack. Feels good. Now we can wear our myth. And we can stop training attack and focus all into strength and get that to 30 as well. Hey, 30 strength too. Now we got to train some defense, but we've done a lot of combat training recently, so we're going to break up the monotonous training on these goddamn trolls with some rune span to get our rune crafting level up. Went all the way from 30 to 51 rune crafting at rune span. Now I'm going to go see if I can make some money. Stringing the emerald amulets is easy. All you gotta do is use it on the baller wall and make all, and it will do all 14. Takes about 8 seconds, I believe. Then your Bane can redo it. Remember to use presets and everything. You don't get much crafting XP at all. It's about 10k an hour, 4 XP an amulet. Not great by any means, but it's pretty chill to do. I made 1,000 in just under 15 minutes. So if we're looking at a bit of slacking room and stuff, you can get 4,000 done in an hour very, very easily. I spent just over 2 mil for the supplies and I got 3.5 mil for the finished amulets. This means that this method on its own is 5 to 6 mil GP an hour. That's outright insane. Definitely gonna do this some more. That's stupid money. I'm at 12 mil cash now, I'm so happy. The only downside of this method is, okay, the amulets sell well once they're strung, but not many people sell unstrung amulets, and most people who make their own amulets will then just string them themselves for even more money. For that reason, amulets can take a very, very long time to buy. I normally just leave a buy offer in and let them buy over time, so don't expect to be able to insta-buy amulets and instantly make loads and loads of money. It will take you a while to buy the unstrung amulets, or you can make them yourself. Gonna kill these trolls at birth up again, get some decent experience an hour here, pick up those Stars of Air, sell those for 2k each as well. Once we're about 30 defense, that means all of our combats are at a decent level, and we can kind of then go elsewhere and focus on some other stuff. But yeah, we're at 666 total level, 667 total level now. And it's going up very, very quickly. And this is just the 3rd episode. I'm super, super excited to continue with this account. And I'm enjoying it so much. There is the 30 defense. Now we're 30 in all combats except for prayer. But we can do some more prayer at the Combat Academy and stuff. So nearly 700 total level. Very, very happy with that. I bought 10,000 feathers and arrow shafts to make headless arrows with, and a little bit of GP. This should get me to 45 fletching, which will then allow me to do maples for some decent XP and a little bit of GP, I believe. So I'll see you guys in 10,000 headless arrows. 45 fletching coming in. We can now make myth arrows, and I believe we can use the maple logs to give like arrow shafts and stuff. I don't know whether that's good XP or not. We'll have to see. We'll give it a try. It makes 30 arrow shafts and gives me 12.5 XP. So the XP isn't the best, but the GP is pretty good. I pay 50 GP for the maple log, and the arrow shafts sell for 270 GP for the 30 instantly. So we'll have to see. I'm going to time myself for 10 minutes and see how much money I can make with this method. In 10 minutes, we managed to get 82,350 worth of arrow shafts, which means profit-wise, we're probably looking at around 70k profit. That means in an hour, we're getting about 400k profit. That isn't that bad. 400k profit an hour by being pretty AFK, just making arrow shafts with maple logs. Like I said, there's so many different ways just to make a bit of GP in free-to-play. Turns out Emerald Amulets have a 5k buy limit instead of 1k. I thought it was 1k like all of the gems and stuff, but apparently it's a 5k limit, which means we can make some serious money with these Emerald Amulets right now. I just bought another 3,000 and I'm going to slow buy some more over time, and oh my god, I am so excited to make all of this money. Even though these amulets are super slow experience, I still managed to get 61 crafting from doing these, so that 10k experience an hour adds up eventually. These ones didn't sell for quite as much. They didn't sell for the 3.5k instantly. I probably could have sold them for 3.5k, but they sold for just under 3k each, which still means I made a good 1k profit every single one, which means it would still be over 4 mil an hour, even selling them at 3k each. Again, these are used for porters. Just like the emerald necklaces, they're in high demand right now because porters are in a very, very high demand. Very good tactic to do on free-to-play to make some extra cash. Considering we made lots of money with those emerald amulets and stringing them, I'm gonna start burning some money. Might as well buy like 1,000 maple logs to get our fire making up even higher. Fire making so fast and so AFK, I can just get it up really, really quickly. Managed to get 67 fire making while just AFK and doing all the masses on the main. That is a really nice fire making level now, and we're 714 total. So just over time, I bought another 794 emerald amulets. I'm not 100% sure whether they'll buy well or not, but they definitely buy over time, and there's something you can leave in there. I don't know how good this will remain for how long, but 4 mil an hour, 5 hours, and you get a bond in free-to-play. 27 crafting required. I can't stress how good this is. We're at 15 mil cash on our free-to-play. 15.8 mil cash. It's so dumb. I didn't even focus on making money this episode. The amulets were just too overpowered. Okay, so I am 30 magic. I need to go for 55 for Alkin. So I'm going to get 40 here. And then I'm going to check my options after that. It'll take a little while, but it'll still be nice and easy here. And it's really chill and no risk and everything. Hey, we did it. 40 magic. Okay, right. Now what do we do for 55? Let's have a look. Let me have a think at what we can do for magic. I'm not even sure, but we definitely need to upgrade our weapons. I just got 50 fletching. And with 50 fletching, that unlocks maple short bows. 55 fletching coming in. Now we can switch from making maple short bows to maple shield bows. They're not quite as good for GP, but they're more XP, and I'd rather do that and still profit. 58 fletching coming in. I don't think I'm going to get any more than that for now. Gonna stop at 58, and I'm gonna go train some more magic because I want to try and get high alch unlocked so I can showcase some good ways of alching. Now that we're 30 defense, we can buy full batwing for ourselves to use, and we can use a batwing wand and book as well for DPS. Should be a decent amount of DPS. The only thing is we don't get the unlimited air runes, so we need to buy our own air runes to go with this. But I'm going to go kill the cockroach soldiers, see if they're still good. I know they used to be a very, very good method, so we'll see if they're still a good method. In order to get to the cockroaches, you just go into the stronghold of player safety, which is this one, and you go over and pull back this poster. You go into this tunnel behind the poster, go down the stairs, and the cockroaches are on the other side over here. So we go down these stairs, go up the other ones, and run round. They should be pretty easy to kill, and they should be decent experience alongside being able to get the rune items. They alch very, very well, but because I don't have high alch right now, I may save the rune items for when I do. And then they also drop pieces of the carapace. You can make gear with that, with crafting, and alch it. I'm not 100% sure whether this was nerfed or not. People were saying it got nerfed, so we'll have to find out. People said that the alch value of these definitely got reduced, and you can see here that the alch value was reduced, which is a shame because you have the low alch value only being 280 now when it used to be so much higher. It's not the best to make these anymore, so I'll probably just farm these for the rune items and then alch those. 41 magic, and we can upgrade our air spell to the next tier, but to be honest, these are just not very good. Their XP so slow, they barely drop the rune items. It's nice when you do see one on the floor, but they're just not consistent enough. And now that the carapace doesn't alch for anything, kind of annoying. I'm going to move on to something else. Because I've made a lot of money, I need some magic levels so I can easily get to level 55 for high alch. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to teleport to Falador loads and spend a couple of mil maybe. I'm going to buy like 3,000 lore runes and do 3,000 teleports. That probably will get me there, but we'll have to see. I also need to buy 3,000 water runes and use an air staff while doing it. But if I have to spend 1.2 mil getting my magic up ready for high alching, I'm going to make way more than that back from the high alch anyway. So I might as well buy these and give it a try. I've spent 425 GP at Teleport, so it should be pretty good. Now all I have to do is put Camelot Teleport as number 1 and spam it over and over and over again. I'll eventually get 55 for high alch. Obviously, it's probably not the most efficient way of training, and I'm at like 18 mil cash on this account now because I have an offering for more emerald amulets. So I have money that I've made, might as well spend it on some efficient training, right? Whoa. We're getting 90k experience an hour. That's so good. I don't mind spending the money for this fast XP. Absolute nuts. Can't upgrade to the Camelot Teleport because it's members, because Camelot is obviously in a members area. So the highest spell we can actually teleport over and over again is Valador. So we just got to keep doing Valador until we get 55. We're 53 now though, so we're quite close. We're 55 magic now and we've finally done enough teleporting. It cost us 2,600 lore runes, so it was about 1.2 mil to do all of those, which isn't too bad to get from 41 to 55 magic. Only 1.2 mil when we made so much money anyway. Now what we're going to do is we're going to see how much money we can make from alching. Hopefully make some good money from alching. I don't know. We'll have look for some items to alch. The thing with alching, salvage and stuff, it's all so new. Not that many people sell it. And because the salvage is automatically out with the spring cleaner now, it's going to be sometimes a bit hard to get it. So we're just going to leave her an offer in for these and it will buy over time. And there's other salvage that is available in clue scrolls that is also probably sold because you can't get the spring cleaner to break those ones down. So things like that are what we're going to look at, like huge plated and like the large plated stuff like that. It has a buy limit of 25,000, which means if you slow buy all of this while alching, and we've got the other stuff that we can alch while it buys. See, there we go. Someone just sold 90. That's awesome. I will take that 90. Feels good, man. And the shields will sell whenever someone dumps theirs. I'll just buy some more natures whenever I need to alch more. That seems good. Oh, look, there you go. Another 20 is sold. Perfect. Now we can just chill here, get our like 700 GP and alch. 700 GP an alch would actually work out to be about 700k GP an hour in profit, alongside getting all of that magic XP. That's pretty damn good. Alching has always been a very good way on free-to-play to make some money and get magic experience at a decent rate at the same time. You can easily make some good GP an hour because you can alch about 1,000 things in that time. So yes, it's not bad. It's obviously not the best, but it isn't bad. People were telling me to go to the wilderness and kill some bots because it's really, really good experience an hour. So I thought, hey, why not? When I was heading to the wilderness, this was my preset. Had Spider Silk, Mystic Wand and Orb, and, you know, just some runes and food. One thing though, if I do kill these bots and I pick up the Cursed Energy, being a free-to-play player and never having membership before, I cannot actually trade the Cursed Energy. The trade limit really, really stops me from being able to trade the Cursed Energy for its actual price. They done this to combat bots in free-to-play and stuff, because obviously if there wasn't a trade limit, every single one of the bots in the wilderness doing this method would just be able to freely trade away their Cursed Energy. But then that also limits us who don't have membership and have never had it before. So killing bots in the wilderness for Cursed Energy can be a great XP, but it's not always the best for GP because of trade limits. The amount of free-to-play bots, Jesus Christ. That is a lot. That is a lot of free-to-play bots right here. Oh my goodness. What do? We just shoot a couple, get some XP? Should we level up a bit? Oh my god, that's a lot of XP. If we pick up the Cursed Energy, we'll be able to be attacked by anyone. So I'd rather not pick up the Cursed Energy and just attack them for now and get some XP. We just unlocked freedom. We gained 4 levels in literally like a couple of minutes. Our experience an hour right now in defense is at 100k. We would have been better like leveling our magic up here than teleporting, I swear. That's so dumb. That's so overpowered. I'm having way too much fun, dude. 38 defense, and you can just AoE the bots down. Watch, there you go. AoE? Chain and everything, just slap them up, dude. Oh my god! Hello? Okay, I just PK'd 200k. I'm not staying here with the money. I'm leaving. Dude, with 40 defense and 40 HP now, the amount of experience you get here is insane. Wait for Dragon Breath. Are you ready? Look at all of these. Dragon Breath. Oh, it's so good, so satisfying. Literally says we're getting 200k experience an hour on the tracker right now, killing these bots at level 55 magic. That's crazy. It's been about half an hour and we gained 30 to 48 defense. That's just so nuts. That's so nuts. So much experience an hour. Managed to get myself 50 defense, which is mystic armor. Let's go. So now we just exchange our components on here, get a couple of sets of mystic in the bank. Boom, look at that, perfect. And we'll go and do some more PKing. Hey! One last thing for the PKing massacre, or if we die or whatever. This shield is only 600 GP each, and we can use that to resonance. Now we have a high enough defense level. So I bought 5 of those, and, you know, we can use those as a shield switch and a resonance. So if we're running away, we can heal, and their damage won't deal as much. So that's good. It's actually really funny going back to Alkin now, because as you can see, my experience an hour Alkin is 72k. So if I'm getting, you know, 70k or so experience an hour Alkin, but I'm getting way more killing bots in the wilderness, it's actually kind of ridiculous how good XP that is. Also, it is good to note you can pick up the cursed energy and run away with it and bank it and whatever, because you can convert it to the power energy, which is worth about 60 GP every single energy you convert, because you convert it on a 1.5 ratio. So say you go and loot 1,000 cursed energy, that's still 60k, so it can still be some very good money. We got 59 magic. We're actually closing into 60 magic, and that's a really good achievement. It's a shame we can't go get a Gothic staff as its members, but hey, it's still a good achievement. That's a pretty nice achievement. 50 HP while trying to get my range up. I want to get like 50 range and then I can wear a magic short bow and everything. It's pretty good. The range XP isn't quite as fast because you don't get good AoE at range until 45 for ricochet. So you get so much more AoE, so much more XP as magic. But at least it's still decent XP and it's faster than trolls and it's money at the same time. So I'm happy, I'm happy. There we go, 47 range, and we've got a decent amount of cursed energy. I'm going to pick up this last lot, and we'll see how much we're at. I'm going to stop PKing just for a little bit, but we have 30,000 cursed energy nearly. This cursed energy right here, if I wasn't free to play, it would be worth 280 GP each. That'd be like 8 mil, that's insane. But because I am free to play, if I was to convert this into power energy, probably going to be looking at about 2 mil GP, but that's still a lot of money from just training up my stats here. I barely pick it up, I only pick it up here and there. Because obviously when you pick it up, it allows you to be attacked, and I don't like getting attacked by high levels. So I pretty much stay clear of cursed energy unless no one's around. So I think we get 4 runes per S when we make our air runes. Then we've got 137 air runes a trip. Also, we want to imbue our tiara, so we'll use the tiara on the altar. And we'll get an air tiara, which we'll use to get into the air altar, which saves another inventory space. But when you think about it, an air rune is 26 GP each, right? And a pure S is 22 GP each. If we're getting 4 air runes, we're making like 80 GP every single pure S we turn. And it doesn't take too long because we'll teleport back to Varric and run over and over and over again. It should actually be quite good. We can just rest in between as well. I'm going to time like, 10 minutes or so and see how much money we can make in that time. Pretty easy to make air runes now. You use the West Bank in Varric, run over towards Barbarian Village, and before you go over the bridge, the air altar is right there. Go inside there, make your runes, and then teleport back to Varric. Then just run over, bank, repeat the process over and over and over again like I am in this sped up clip. And it's like 10,000 runecrafting experience an hour or something, so it's not great runecrafting XP, but you can make some GP at the same time. That was pretty much perfect timing. Obviously, we didn't pause it in the right time, but we're going to go see how much money we made then. I'm pretty sure it's nowhere near as much as we would like, because every other moneymaker we've been doing recently is like 1 mil an hour, which is insane. So we're going to go see how much money we made for an hour, but this might be a good little way of low-level player to do it. Just get some runecrafting in Runespan, make some money with air runes, like, good fun. So we get 258,000 GP an hour doing air runes. It's not bad, it's not good, so I guess it's something that you can do if you're a low level. It's some cool information, I guess. We can only make green and blue dragon leather, so we're going to test making some money with green and blue dragon leather if we can find a portable crafter. If we can't find a portable crafter, we can buy one ourselves, I guess. Because if we drag the bank interface like over here, we can click the bank and click the portable crafter just instantly. There should be like no issues, and like the tiniest bit of movement should be super fast. But yeah, as you can see in this sped up clip, all I do is click the crafter, hold down space to instantly craft all of those hides, click the bank, press 2 for my preset, and keep going back and forth between the two. Only thing that sucks is because normally these are hosted in Portables worlds, which have quite a lot of people in. This is hosted in World 3 right now, so it is a little bit laggy. There's a bit of delay whenever I click the bank or whenever I press my preset or whatever, so it can be a bit slower just because of the delay. But other than that, it's a free crafter being hosted for you, so you don't have to pay for them. Definitely worth doing. If you're ever going to tan any hides, use a crafter like this, and it's actually quite fast, and you can do a hell of a lot of hides in an hour. The only downside is if you insta-sell those dragon levers, you really don't make much money, because if you're insta-buying the hide and insta-selling the levers, there really isn't that big of a gap. You're paying 20 GP to actually tan it, so we're making 25 GP each. Let's do some maths, right? Okay, so even insta-selling the hide, we're making 875k GP an hour. The only downside is it literally gives you 0 XP. We're going to try it with Green Dragon Hide as well, just to test out the rates of insta-sell and stuff. But 875k GP an hour doing Blue Dragon Hide, insta-buy and insta-sell. You can make even more than that if you slow sell it or slow buy it. It's just we wanted to do it quick, so it's still a decent amount of money. We should be able to tan these 5k even quicker, so let's give it a try. We're going to start and tan. Let's go. It's only 500k GP an hour tanning Green Dragon Hide. That actually sucks, to be honest. That really sucks. Definitely would not advise doing any hides. It's just not worth it. There's so much better stuff. You can get XP and craft all of those, you know, necklaces that I showcased, the amulets, stuff like that. It's just so much better. I think it's about time we started some Dungeoneering, don't you guys? We're level 1 Dungeoneering and everything else is like 50 plus nearly. We definitely need to do some Dungeoneering, especially because it's going to help us with our mining, with the resource dungeons and stuff. Let's go do it. So if I talk to this guy, I can get the ring. And then once I got the ring of kinship, I can just teleport back here so easily. Now we're going to start doing some Dungeoneering. Every floor we complete, we unlock the new complexity, and we'll get to complexity 6, and we'll start actually getting some good XP. Level 7 Dungeoneering, and we got some people from the stream just DPS and stuff down with us, having a good time. Feels good, feels good. Easy gains. We did it. I'm not even the least harmful. There you go. I'm not even leeching, okay? Nightmare's the least harmful. I've unlocked complexity 6. We got this. Okay, so we bought this spine beam branches. We can make it into a staff that's tier 40, so we will splash less. And we can bind this tier 40 staff. And when we go into the bind setup on the smuggler, we can take away our tier 20, add our tier 40 staff. And now we'll actually be able to hit a bit more often. Good, good, good. It was actually really, really enjoyable. 35 Dungeoneering done. We've got the resource dungeon unlocked and everything. I think that's it for today's video. At the start of the next video, I'm probably either going to go back to the wilderness or do some mining or something like that. The gains are coming in strong though, and Dungeoneering was actually surprisingly fun on free to play. My stats are on screen now. As you can see, we are 847 total level now. That's actually I'm very happy with how many gains we've got. Also, we have nearly 20 mil cash to our name as well from all of our money making. I'm very happy with how everything's going. And we have like 17, 18 mil to our name with all of our money making. That's a lot of money on the account as well. Technically, we could probably go buy a bond now if we wanted to, but this series is never going to buy a bond. It's going to stick to being free to play. So I'm not going to go buy a bond, even though I can, kind of thing. This series will continue, and I'll continue to get gains in free to play. May even try and go for free to play max eventually. Do let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see me go for free to play max and continue this series. Hit that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new for loads of future content all related to RuneScape 3, and until next time, see ya.